Hey and welcome. Today we're checking out Assault Android Cactus Plus for Nintendo Switch. The game is brought to us by Witchbeam. Launches March 8th. Let's jump in, take a look, see what we think. So first thing, let's check out the options. So we got various audio options here, subtitles, developer commentary. Ooh. So you can put that on, see what that looks like. Got leaderboard options. Cool. Boss dialogue. Integration, languages options. Accessibility. Okay, so we got different fire options. Color filters, I guess, for those with different color blindnesses. Enemy flash. Okay, that's the I guess red. Epilepsy. That's cool. They got that in there. Screen shake. Automatic aim. I guess it's like aim assist. Revive assist. Cool. Then the credits. Wow, a lot of different collection options. Okay. Leaderboards. It's online leaderboards. Let's see what we think of this twin stick shooter.
This is Junior Constable Cactus. I've caught up with the civilian freighter and I'm on approach.
Copy that. You're looking at the Yankee Star. It sent a garbled message 3 days ago before going silent. We need you in close to scan for anomalies.
Weapons lock detected. Preparing for evasive maneuvers.
Weapons lock? That's a civilian freighter.
There's a lot of lasers pointed at me. I think it used to be their asteroid defense system.
This is beyond the scope of the operation. I'm advising you to abort the mission and retreat immediately.
And submit a mission failed report? I hate those forms. I'll take my chances with the lasers.
Listen to me, Cactus. The hangar is sealed. There's no way on board.
I think I see an opening.
It crashes right through.
It's okay, folks. I'm the police. Commence being calm. That was amazing! I thought we were done for.
Well, I can't believe you hit those robots with your ship.
Oh, no problem. I do that kind of thing all the time.
Save people or crash into things?
Both?
Yep. So L stick moves, R stick aims, R and ZR shoots. Oh, shoot to continue. Keep fighting. We can push the advantage. Defeat enemies, release energy. Collect energy to power up the primary weapon. Now look at the size of that one. We're gonna need the big gun. Ah, L and Z oil is used for switching to secondary weapon. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. Secondary weapons overheat during use and cool down while flustered. The meter on the floor shows slight heat level.
Firepower. Shut down. Accelerate.
Whoa! Oh yeah, I need to keep an eye on the battery. The battery always drains at a fixed rate. Taking damage causes a temporary knockdown, but the mission only fails when the battery drains out. Battery recharge is released from destroyed enemies, collected before it expires.
Battery up.
Dang, that's fast.
Accelerate.
Ah!
All clear.
Serial cleared. That's pretty cool. I'm a fan of twin stick shooters. So far, it's pretty
Someone wanna
interesting.
fill me in?
The The ship's entire robot workforce is out to get us. Their masters, the 4 section lords, who are supposed to be protecting us, went nuts 2 days ago, and we've been fighting to survive ever since.
We are not part of their little uprising because androids have independent cores. But that just means we're targeted along with the humans.
Section lords can't take over ships. Your Nexus core is in charge. Why is she letting this happen?
The core stopped responding 3 days ago. We were still investigating when the section lords made their move.
Then our priority is getting your core back online. She's the one who can regain control. Someone, lead the way.
Hold on there, space cop. There's 100,000 homicidal robots and 3 kilometers of ship between us and the core.
Yeah?
Who in their right mind would expect total strangers to follow them into certain death?
Oh, right. I didn't introduce myself. My name's Cactus.
Nice bumping beats. So, shotgun, assault, spread. I like spreaders. Plasma field. Seeker and cannonball. I think we'll stick with you for now. B goes back, I guess, to the main screen. Yes, it does. Ooh, look at that. New game mode. Infinity Drive. Daily Drive. Are both unlocked. 6 new codec entries. 2 sound tests. Well, jump back into the campaign. That's what we'll check out. That's tutorial. We did that one.
Hello and welcome to the developer commentary for Assault Android Cactus. I'm Sanatan Mishra.
I'm Tim Dawson.
And I'm Jeff Van Dyke.
And we're going to be talking throughout the entire campaign about stuff that we find interesting.
So this is the first level, and we kind of put on an elevator to give you something interesting to look at, even though the gameplay is fairly simple at this point.
Yeah, it's really important to keep the first level accessible, so using a small space like the elevator lets us bring in enemies in really small numbers while not overwhelming you. And even still, a lot of players when they get here go, wow, why are there so many enemies straight away?
Well, I've always really liked how the elevator accelerates there. It just adds this nice sense of pace.
It's a good way of like adding movement and action to a level that's actually fairly static.
It can get very intense, especially when it crashes down at the end. That moment shocks a lot of people because it's the first truly dynamic element across the entire campaign. It's also, a lot of people don't even notice it because there's so much happening, but I like it. It's always been one of my favorite moments in the game.
It's got a nice action beat.
I think this is the first time people get to experience the dynamic music as well. The intro, the main menu, and the tutorial are all kind of standard fare, but by now they should be ramping up into that high intensity, low intensity.
Yeah, we wanted to make the music kind of follow your play style and the quality of your play.
Yeah, I think that was your idea alone, right? Originally, that was
it's an idea that's been around for ages, but I just thought it would really apply to this game.
I think it adds a lot. I'm very, very happy.
Yeah, so this is Turbine, and it's based on one of the earliest prototype levels, actually. One of the first layouts I built was this kind of round level with a couple of paths out of the main area. It was all based around trying to create choke points.
I think it had a giant fan at one point, didn't it?
Yeah, that's why it's still called Turbine, actually.
Yeah.
Even though the fan is now missing.
It plays a lot better at this scale, though. I think this is somewhere around half the size it originally was, which was just a little bit too overwhelming for people, and also you ended up being away from the enemies quite a bit.
I also like there's a caution sticker on the ground, even though you can't fall off the edges.
Well, you have to be cautious. Gotta give people that scare. I always enjoyed the aspect of this level the most where there's just so many enemies at some point that it becomes absurd, but it's still fairly easy to deal with. It was a really great moment for me because people would freak out when they saw it happen. They would get surrounded, they would get mauled, but then they defeat everything. It kind of works in line with the theme of the entire game, which is this sense of doing the impossible and overcoming ridiculous odds.
This is a level that has a nice sense of teaching you. So when you first play it, you're taught to get out of the middle of the level when all the enemies drop on you. But later you learn how to deal with it. So you come back to it with veteran eyes and know how to better handle threats.
Well, the game ultimately rewards you for playing more aggressively, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a central concept to the entire experience, so very important to nail it down early on. It's also just kind of a simple level, I guess, which is really nice at this early point throughout the game.
Developer commentary is pretty interesting. You don't have to listen to it. No, we did pretty bad. Only B rank.
And here we have Filament, or my affectionately known level as "They're coming out of the walls!" Which has no walls, but you get it.
So in the original earliest prototype of the game, you had a torch all the time. So wherever you faced, you were lighting up. You're in the dark with a torch. And somewhere along the lines, I realized I kind of hated games that would set you in the dark with a torch. So the game became really brightly lit, and this level was left in as kind of a reference to the to that early version.
Well, I think we worked around it as well, that the enemies have their own lights and indicators that are lit up in the dark, so you always have all the visual information you need, whereas those games that are centered around characters having torchlight, especially twin-stick shooters, it's really common. They often have that problem where you don't have the visual information, and so the entire game is spent backing up and praying that, you know, you get enemies in front of you. So we flipped it on its head a bit, and you still get the visually interesting lighting, but also the gameplay just works well.
Yeah, and switching between the lights on and off is really cool. I really like the flow it has because of that.
Also, it has one of my favorite achievements ever, which is with Holly. You can stand on the edge, shoot the cannonball, and as it runs out of energy, it will fall down and roll into a hole, and you get the nothing but net.
Battery here. Shutdown. Accelerate.
We just boost that stage. Not as well as we should have, I guess.
So this is Capacitor. This was a kind of, I like this level because it's trying to tell a story. It's a story about a giant capacitor that's charging up. It's deep.
It is very deep. I, for one, was moved. It's also one of the first levels that demonstrates drastic change of the play space and can make people really angry. Also make them really happy when they learn to deal with it. But at first, people are generally angry when the game does something difficult.
People don't like change.
People do not like change. People like to be angry, though. I, for one, like to be angry at games. By now, you should have tried out some of the characters as well. I usually have tried out, a couple different characters by this point in the game, so hopefully people are checking them out and finding their favorite. I really didn't want people to roll into the first boss before they found something really comfortable. So that was a big priority of mine.
I think this is the first level where you really try to drop a lot of bombs on your head.
Yeah, there used to be more. Not anymore. You can all thank me for that, players. I vetoed the bombs. I always vetoed the bombs.
That's how we lost the entire bomb level.
But, it works. And yes, that entire bomb level, that's never coming back.
Boo.
So you're all safe.
This is a bit like Descent. I like how this level ends with another big kind of moment.
Yeah, it's one of the few instances where we got to toy with the graphics as well, right? You do that sweet long shadow lighting, which We don't see anywhere else because we use the shadows for gameplay purposes. But yeah, it's an interesting shift up and hopefully gives people a taste of what's to come.
Battery over here. Firepower. Battery here.
Dang.
All clear.
Maybe did bad this round. This round. After the first roll, I'll turn off the developer discussion.
Embryo. I've always really liked this level. Mostly because it's got our friend Dan as the voice of Embryo. He did such a fantastic job. The other thing is we also, I always think of the music of this level as being like, I don't know, like German techno or something like that. I'm not sure why I feel that's suitable. Might have something to do with Dan. I don't know.
It does have that very dark, kind of menacing feel to it, and it works great with his best robot voice impersonation.
Yeah.
I do like it too. It's also one of the first times where we get to demonstrate that there's kind of a story that happens throughout the campaign. I thought Tim came up with some really clever ideas for that, with different characters having their own perspective and getting to drill down into something more than just the shoot everything gameplay.
So it was really important to me that every character in the game felt like they were part of a spaceship and are working. They're not soldiers. They're kind of repurposed things. So Embryo runs the loading bay, and I never ever rationalized why he has guns for arms.
Well, I mean, it's obvious, right? It's super useful for
Yeah,
any
get
loading
like a
bay director.
high shelf.
Exactly. Some things don't need explanations.
Yeah.
Get rid of rats?
Yeah.
Is a ratting robot?
Maybe they're attachments. Maybe he has regular hands and he's just put his gun arms on because rebellion's going down.
One of my favorite things about this boss was all the times we tested it with our friends and they would die on the first phase. Almost every time. I think every friend I've ever had died on the first phase of this boss when we were initially testing it, because they just could not figure out that you need to get close. None of them play shmups of any kind, so that was like such an interesting problem to solve, where we, you know, eventually change these bullet patterns a little bit and push you in and kind of guide you to what we want you to do. But I still think it was difficult even in the release version.
I always found it funny at conventions. It was a constant that people would play the boss and go, "Whoa, that's the hardest boss ever."
Little did they know.
Dang. Retry. You gotta take him out.
Embryo.
Hold on. We don't need a replay of the developer commentary. But since you've heard it. Ooh. So turn that off. Wrong button. Okay, what's gonna be different this time? Where's the voice? It said there was a voice actor. Yeah, there it is. Oh. Hang it. This person's gun is close range. It keeps splitting. I almost had the battery. Yeah, that's wow. Had a cannonball with a seeker. Next one. Ouch. Oh. No, we don't want to be close. All the missiles hit. Oh, wow. That's for the others. Sure to take us under so lightly. Do you think you can fix things? Section Lord stand together. Your struggle will not change anything. Once you get the Nexus Core back online, it will change everything.
Alright, who's next?
She's pretty good. those rockets along with the spread gun. But I think if I would have used the secondary more frequently, as they were suggesting, I would have probably did better the first time too. Ooh, new Android unlocked. Oh, we'll keep going in order. See, that was how many stages? Stage 5. Probably go to world, end of world 2. That would be it. So this one. Yeah, with this one, you're not doing constant fire. You're doing blasts. Oh, I had a good chain going. I did like that plasma field.
That was fun.
Man, just imagine having 4 players going, each with different guys, different abilities. Plasma here, rocket there. It'd be nuts. For this one, I'm used to just having constant fire, having to try to get used to blasts and just arcing your character so he goes in for the attack and pulls away right away. It's a bit different strategy. Whoa. Ouch.
Battery over here.
Battery. Need a battery.
Firepower. Battery up.
Ooh, that hurt.
Firepower. Battery here.
I think I did bad that level.
That was fun.
Yeah, so. Will do. Let's try the next character.
Pineapple.
There we go, nice laser beam.
Circles.
Definitely prefer my constant hits. Ooh, that hurt.
Battery up. Battery here. Battery up. Circles. Battery here. Tiny robot. Maximum. Battery up.
Yikes.
Circles.
Oh man.
Everything's dead.
Oh, still close to A rank.
Tiny robot. Battery over here.
Oh, it's going the other way.
Battery here. Tiny robot. Pretty wings.
Oh, I walked right into those. I saw it too. Whew. That's some insane music to go along with the insane enemy swarm. Cool.
Everything's dead.
Oh dear, Lucas found his way into my garden. Thought they hunted you down and locked you away before the incident. And Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick. Jack had insufficient heat tolerance on key axonal joints. I'm acutely aware of how you dispatched my subordinate Starch. Carrying you limb for limb shall serve both as a duty and a privilege. Yikes. Dang, that's insane. Oh. No. Wow, that's rough. Ooh, no, stay with me, you monster. Can't stick and stones, might break my bones, but names will never. Hey, you robots have bones. Oh, I've got a new idea for a game to play. They played Gretel. We're gonna find a thermal lance.
Everything's dead.
Picking his nose. Dang, new android. Interesting. Interesting weapon. But first two worlds, that's all we're going to show. So we're going to jump out. We're going to check out a couple of other modes. Nice, new stuff that unlocked. But I'm not going to show it off. Again, you fine folks can check that stuff out once you play the game. So let's check out Infinity Drive. Check out the new character with it though. So I see, as you use it, it stays out. Like you hold your button down, it stays out. Let your button go, it comes back in.
Battery over here. Accelerate.
That's quite the advanced weapon to try to use and
Battery up. Accelerate. Battery here. Weapon maximum. Accelerate extended. Battery over here. Shut down. Battery up. Accelerate. Accelerate extended. Battery over here.
man, this helix. Gotta time your clicks so you can optimize your range on it.
Battery up. Shut down. Firepower. Battery here. Accelerate. Battery over here.
No!
Firepower. Battery up. Shut down. Battery over here. Accelerate.
Well, that accelerant helped at the last second there. Oh.
Shut down. Battery over here. Firepower.
Ouch. I knew that was gonna happen. Dang.
Battery up.
Need the battery.
Shut down.
I'm dead.
Battery here.
Battery. Cool.
Accelerate.
I need a battery.
Battery up.
Oh man. Keep saving my butt the last second.
Accelerate.
I need a battery. Oh. That was rough. Wow, wow. Layer 5, not too bad. So Infinity Drive, basically you're going, you pick your robot, and you go. See how good you can do until you get your battery depleted. Daily Drive, I'm guessing, is a once per day thing. That helo, wow. I would say that one's not too bad, but I only use it on the boss, so let's go back and try her again. Now that we're not on the boss.
Battery here.
Those are new guys. Those are very new guys.
Battery up. Firepower. Shut down. Battery over here. Battery here.
Ah,
Battery over here. Accelerate. Firepower. Accelerate extended.
so it looks like, or what I've noticed a couple times, is that if you leave some of those upgrades on the ground long enough, they actually change. And so they go to different pieces after a few seconds. If you know what you're looking for, you first come out and grab it. Ouch! Dang, I need to get out there. Ooh, laser hit. Battery, please. Oh, that guy's a mean one. Thought I'd just stayed out of the way, but nope. Battery. Oh, I didn't see those things. I was watching the other direction. This is getting nasty.
Battery out.
Battery. Back away, back away. Dang it. I need to get the battery though.
Battery out. Accelerate.
Yo, I tried backing away over there. You get this weird feel sometimes that something's pulling on you. Ooh, that's a nice gun. Ah. Battery. Battery. I heard battery. Did I even get the battery? I must have.
Accelerant. Battery over here. Shut down. Firepower. Battery up.
Whoa.
Accelerant. Firepower.
Dang it. Ooh.
Accelerant.
Yes. Oh man. Oh.
Made it.
That was rough. That was so rough. Yeah, so I'm guessing each one's different depending on which one you choose. The other drive, then your Finny. I'm assuming Finny just means you just keep going. Boss after level after boss every 10. But man, wow, that's a challenging game. I'm guessing you got the campaign. Once you beat the campaign, you unlock your robots. Then you go through Infinity Drive and you see how far you can go. There might be New Game Plus, not sure. But definitely a cool game. I'm liking this game quite a bit. This is Assault Android Cactus Plus, coming to Nintendo Switch on March 8th. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have yourselves a good day, and I'll see you all next time.